afternoon. Just to kind of, people who are just logging in, the questions of the quiz will come up on the screen and you need to chat your answers to me, Quizmaster Raghav. And the quiz is presented to you by the Science India Forum in association with QShala and STEM Clouds, powered by EdsoLab. There are some exciting prizes on offer today for all of you. Gadgets to be won. The winners go home with gadgets. There's surprise winners as well. So stay tuned. All the participants of the quiz win vouchers as well in QShala, where you can have one free trial class of any of the programs of QShala on offer. So that is at stake. Great to have all of you. And we will start exactly at 5 minutes about time. So again, a hearty welcome to each and every one of you to the family quiz presented to you by the Science India Forum in association with QShala and STEM Clouds. This is being conducted in celebration of the National Science Day. Let me take this opportunity and my honor and privilege to introduce you the presenting partner, the Science India Forum, which is truly galvanizing and being a catalyst for making sure the contribution of Indian science is something that's reaching many more families and children, right? So I have with me, and it's my honor to invite Dr. Satish Krishnan, President of the Science India Forum UAE, Senior Consultant and Head of Neurosurgery Department, Al Kazimi Hospital, Sharjah, Ministry of Health and Prevention, UAE, to speak a couple of words and give you an introduction about the purpose behind this family quiz as well. Over to you, Dr. Satish.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Namaskar. Good evening to you all, and a hearty welcome to a new episode or a new chapter that we have launched with QShala and STEM Cell in presenting a quiz with a difference. We've heard quizzes of where you become partners, you make a team of the class, of the group, of schools, but this is truly innovative that we have a quiz with the whole family joining in. And this pandemic has taught us the value of family and the value of spending time with the family. Like you all know, Science India Forum is a group of professionals and entrepreneurs who are working voluntarily to encourage students to take up science. Students of this part of the world who are affiliated to the Indian School of Education to take up science, so that not only do you bolster your career in science, but in doing so, you also contribute towards nation building. And that for us is a prime aim, for which we do conduct a lot of programs, like you all know, since you all are participants of our flagship programs, and you connect to us in various forms throughout the year. And so without taking much time away from all this about Science India Forum, I once again welcome you all and happy quizzing. The fun of quizzing is in just being a participant. I too am eagerly waiting to see what all is unfair. And this is being done so that we remember a particular person who people you must be aware of what is a National Science Day celebration, in which Indian government reveres a particular scientist. I wouldn't be saying much more than that. So once again, wishing you all happy quizzing. Welcome to you all. Namaste.
Yeah, thank you so much, Satish ji, Abga ji, Subhash ji from Science India Forum to being a pillar of support for ensuring that we get to conduct this quiz for all of you. So thank you so much. What is at stake today? We have the first prize winners going home with an Amazon Kindle, second prize with Sony Bluetooth speakers, third prize of Honor fitness bands. We also have surprise, gift hampers from learning kits from STEM Clouds there for 3 lucky winners. All of the winners and details of the winners we'll share it as an email after the quiz by tomorrow, because we need to tabulate the scores. There are quite a lot of participants. Just to give you a sense of how much interest the quiz garnered, we had close to 1,800 registrations for the quiz, right? So that's very heartening to see. And we also have 1 lucky participant who will go home with Sony Bluetooth headphones as prizes. So with that being what's at stake today, so let's go to who we are. We are QShala, a Bangalore-based edtech organization whose primary focus truly is to spark curiosity. We believe in an ever-changing world, the most important characteristic for all our children is to be keen learners. And at the heart of learning is curiosity, and building that learner's mindset will enable them to navigate through ever-changing world. Machines can take the jobs of the future, but an ability of the human mind, the creativity of the human mind, the curiosity of the human mind is something that a machine cannot take. So that's the very focus of QShala, to build critical life skills in children. We have worked with over 1 lakh plus children, 100 plus schools across the world, designed over 100 plus, 1,000 plus school curiosity events. We also hold the Limca Book of Record for being the first company to conduct a quiz in Antarctica and all the continents of the world, from the MIT in USA to Hertie School of Public Policy in Berlin, to many quizzes in Asia, to Deakin University in Australia, in a school in Chile, in a startup incubator center in Uganda. So that's about us. And we are very happy to also talk to you about one initiative that we've been doing, which is the Family Quiz. It's India's largest family quiz, with over 20,000 families joining us week on week. So it'd be great for you to join in. Every Sunday, we will share the details of it. You can register for it. And every Sunday we do that. We'd love to have you as part of the Sunday Family Quiz as well. So with that, the rules. The most important rule that you would know this quiz is that the questions of the quiz will come up on the screen, and you need to chat your answers to me, Quizmaster Raghav. Just know that. And those of you who've just logged in, if you can just type in a hi to me, I'll know that you know the rules, right? So thank you so much for that. The second is that you have muted all the participants of the quiz during the course of the quiz, just so that the proceedings of the quiz doesn't affect or from the disturbance or the background disturbance or noise. So we will unmute when we invite a family to answer a question in the quiz. So that's how we will run the quiz. And this will be the structure of the quiz. There are 3 rounds of the quiz. The first one is a potpourri round, where we have a mixed bag of questions, right? And I will run an example for every round, right? And the second round is what we call connect the dots. In a world where information you can get through click on Google, what is important is the ability to connect ideas. So one of the things in QShala, we really encourage children to build an ability to look at patterns, be able to deduce answers, and problem solving skills. So connect the dots is one such round. I'll explain the rules as we go along. And the last round will be on Kahoot, right? All the rules I will explain to you. Don't worry about the same, right? So with so many participants, sometimes it might take a moment or two for me to acknowledge the answers. Don't worry, on chat, my team will go over all the chats and be able to tabulate the leaderboard after the quiz. So just note, the prizes and all the announcement of prizes will happen at the by tomorrow. We will send a mail out to all the participants of the quiz, right? Let's begin. Questions of the quiz will come up on the screen, and you need to chat your answers to me, Quizmaster Raghav. Get ready, all of you, and wishing you all the very best. May the best of the families, everybody learn from it, and that's the whole idea of it. Hope you all enjoy the quiz. Here goes. The first of the questions coming up on the screen. Round 1, Potpourri, where the fastest to send the correct answers on chat will be calculated for scores. The top 10 will get scoring from 10 to 1. So this will be the scoring. The first one to get the right answer will get 10 points. Similarly, till the 10th, we'll give 1 point. So that's how the scoring will work for your information, right? So we will start the quiz. The first question was an example. right? 5 questions in all. All questions are related to scientific innovations. Fastest 10 to get points will get points. Send your answers to me, Quizmaster Raghav. So most important thing is you need to send in the answers to me, Quizmaster Raghav, and not anybody else on the host. Please ensure that is one rule that you need to keep in mind. So here goes. The first question is an example question so that all of you get used to the round. Here is the example question. For example, in 2014, India joined the elite group of 5 space agencies who had successfully achieved a certain feat. The UAE Space Agency, with the help of the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, launched a probe that successfully achieved the same feat in the year 2021. What is the name of this space mission that is aimed at giving a good sense of a bright future? So quick answers that are coming in, and I have to say, oh, quick answers. A lot of you answering it on chat. So in no particular order, can I request Sutit to answer this? Suthir, Sutit Pratibhan, getting you to unmute. Yes, Sutit, go on. What do you think is the answer? You've been unmuted, Sutit. You can give out the answer.
It's the Hope Space.
If you can just be a little loud.
It's the Hope Space Mission.
It's the Hope space mission to Mars. And that's the answer we were looking for. A very, very good answer there, Sutit. Keep it up. Well done. And Sutit, are you joining with your dad? I can see your dad as well. I think you should both give yourself a high five for getting that answer absolutely right. So wonderful, Sutit. If you can introduce yourself, which school, where are you where are you joining us from?
I'm Sid Button from grade 5 at QShala.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that. Hope you enjoy the quiz. So similarly, all answers will come up on the on my screen. And what I'll do is I'll pick one family in random to answer the question, right? So good answer there from Sutit and many others who have answered it on chat, right? So this is the Hope Space or the Hope Mars mission, which is from the UAE Space Agency. Great answering there by Sutit. Well done. Next question. And the first of our potpourri questions coming up on the screen, all of you, here goes. Let's begin. All the best. The Greeks first predicted the existence of this. Indian philosophy states that the Vedic sage Aruni first said that particles too small to be seen mass together into substances and objects of experience. It comes from the Greek word which means something that cannot be cut or further divided and is the smallest constituent of an element. What are we talking about? So a lot of answers coming in the Indian philosophy, first time. Okay, a lot of answers that I can see on chat. Good thinking, all of you. In no particular order, can I request Joshua to answer this? Unmuting Joshua to give out the answer.
Is the answer atom?
And what made you think of atom, Joshua?
It's the smallest particle of an element.
It's the smallest constituent of an element. It comes from a word meaning undivided or cannot be further divided. So that's the answer. And in the Indian culture, it was called Anu, right? And that's, Sage Aruni who first referred to it. And that's the answer. And where are you calling us from and which school?
I'm from Bangalore.
Okay.
From St. Peter's School.
Okay, so he's joining us from Bangalore. All the best, good answering there. So this is, atom, and atom is what we were looking for. Good answering there. So next question, all of you on your screens, get ready. Here. Narinder Singh Kapani is known for his research in lasers, biomedical instruments, solar energy, and communication. His research in the field of fiber optics helped increase the speed and efficiency of a certain service that would help people keep in touch around the world. What service did Kapani's technology help improve? He is called, in many ways, the father of fiber optics. Right? So quick answers that I can see A lot of answers coming in. Okay. Right. So just waiting for some more of you to work out the answer. So in no particular order, let me get one of you to answer this. Just give me a second. Okay. Can I request Oberon Arun to answer it? Auberon Arun.
Is this internet?
Oberon Arun, you say internet, and Narendra Singh Kampani's contribution was that the fiber optics really enabling signals to go underground water. That's the right answer. Great to have that answer. You're joining in with your family. Great to have you. Where are you joining us from?
We are joining you from Dubai.
From Dubai, and
Yeah.
you have also kids with you now.
He's grade one, but he's not here. In the other
Super,
room.
super, no problem. But great to have both of you part of the quiz, and that's a great answer. This is internet, and fiber optics really enabled internet to take recourse and really advance through it. So that's an Indian contribution there. Well done, superb. And from that, we have two right answers from all our participants joining in today in the quiz. Your next question on your screens, all of you. Now, right. So just quick, this one. So all the families here, we have a quizzes section of our QShala.com, some very interesting content there. So go out and explore some of them. Just a word about that. And next question. Do you notice the letter I missing in the printed text in the newspaper there? So Hindustan Times does not have an I. This was intentionally done by the Hindustan Times in association with Tata Salt to spread awareness about a particular nutrient deficiency in the human body that would lead to goiter. Which mineral is it? And this we thought was a very interesting campaign by the Tata Salt to really kind of bring awareness of about how this particular mineral's deficiency is quite prevalent in India, and how that causes goiter and many other growth related difficulties, right? Can I request Revati to answer this? Revati Srikumar to give out the answer.
Yeah, it is iodine.
And Revati, where are you calling us from? Which school?
Uh, Actually, I am Gayatri's mother. She studied in GEMS United. It is under my name. Zoom ID is under my name. She is in GEMS United.
Okay, ma'am. So Gayatri's parent answering there. That's the right answer. Well done. So
Thank you.
Revati and Gayatri, the mother and daughter duo getting that answer right. So this is iodine, and the deficiency of iodine leads you to goiter and many times growth related deficiency disorders and so on, right? So iodine being the answer we were looking for. Very good crack there from the mother and daughter duo. Next question on your screens, all of you, in the potpourri round coming up now. A 2,000-kilometer long link is being built to connect Mumbai with Fujairah city in UAE. What is special about it is the fact that it could transport, it's a transport link which exists underwater. The first version of this vehicle on land was interestingly inspired by the Kingfisher beak. What vehicle is this underwater transport link is the question. We're just waiting for answers that are coming in. So a lot of you answering on chat. You just need to tell me something, at least a part of it was inspired by the beak of the kingfisher bird. And this is behind, oh, right. So can I request Varsha Vinod Kumar to answer this question, please?
Yeah, so I think the answer is underwater bullet train.
Varsha, from where are you calling us from?
I'm from Sharjah.
And which school?
I'm from Sharjah Indian School.
Right. And which grade are you in?
I'm currently ninth, will be in 10th. within a few days.
Right. Okay. So wonderful. Going into 10th is Varsha, and she says this is the underwater bullet train, and that's a cracker of an answer. Great going there. This is the bullet train, and Varsha cracking it like a bullet. That's right. So this is the bullet train, and interestingly, the nozzle of the bullet train was inspired by the kingfisher beak, an example of biomimicry being inspired by nature. And we thought that's very interesting how, because of how in nature, the kingfisher beak goes into water without like even creating a ripple. And that really enables for it to be, to break into sound waves and so on, reduce friction and so on. So that's the answer we were looking for. Great answer there from Varsha. This is the bullet train, and bullet train connecting UAE to Mumbai was what we were thinking of. So well done. So from bullet trains, we move on to the next question on your screens, all of you. Here it is. Dihydrogen monoxide is a colorless, odorless chemical compound. It contributes to soil erosion, erosion, corrosion, and rusting of metals, and can even cause death in cases of accidental inhalation. Yet, DHMO is often used as an industrial solvent and coolant in food products and nuclear power plants. What is DHMO more commonly known as, right? So these are the other features of DHMO, right? You can see it can be, it has multiple uses and can also be poisonous if on different other scenarios. Okay, just waiting for, looks like my chat window has gotten stuck with the flurry of answers that are coming in. Just give me a second as you absorb the question and think through the answer. Just give me a second as I go back into my chat window and try to identify one of you to answer the question. Just bear with us because of the load of the teams coming in and answering the question. Okay, so a lot of you answering interesting question, interesting answers, but I'm still awaiting the right answer here. In fact, if you do some critical thinking here, you'll be able to answer this. Okay, so can I request Akshara Krishna to answer this, please?
Yeah, yes.
Go on, Akshara. What do you think is the answer?
Water.
You say dihydrogen monoxide. Wait, it's a coolant.
H2.
You say it's water. What made you think of water? One request, Akshara, I think you might have to mute any other device that you might have logged in. Okay, what do you think? Why do you think this is water?
H2O. H2O.
Okay, where are you calling us from and which school?
Which school? I am from Abu Dhabi Indian School.
Abu Dhabi Indian School. Which grade are you in?
5th grade.
5th grade. And you're saying this is water. Dihydrogen is H2 and monoxide is nothing but O. And H2O is what we were looking for. Sometimes, if you just give a chemical name, which we all know from a different angle, we all might get confused. This is the property of water. It contributes to soil erosion. It contributes to rusting. And sometimes an accidental inhalation of higher quantities of water can be quite dangerous as well. The answer was water, and looks like this might have stumped quite a few teams answering on chat. Many of you went to hydrogen chloride and so on, but the answer we were looking was simple water. So the one thing that we wanted all of you to do is to just understand and absorb the question, and you will notice that what we were talking about is the property of water. So a little bit of a, what should I say, a googly question there, but Akshara not falling for it and getting that answer Right, very well done. Keep it up. That is water. And I think now all of you can just take a little bit of water, and because we've come almost to end of the first round of quizzing of the Potpourri round. Now, surprise, and all the participants of the quiz will get a voucher from QShala of 40 dirhams, and you can access a free trial class of any of our QShala programs. So you can go ahead and take part in it. One of our flagship programs is also on building communication and speaking skills and really enable children to express themselves confidently. So say goodbye to stage fear. If you're any of students from 4th grade and above, you can be part of our 9-day public speaking program. And you can also be part of our storytelling workshop if you're in grades 1 to 3, really building folklores and getting children to tap into their creativity is a workshop that we have designed. QShala is really the inverse of the school, where we focus is to really build life skills in children, and the art of storytelling is the workshop that we have on offer. And this is the details, and we will share a link where you get all of these details, and you can take part. You can access one free trial workshop with the voucher that you have as well. So that's a little bit about the program. Now we move to round 2, which is connect the dots. Here, each question will have multiple elements, visual elements, and you need to tell us a connection between all of these visual elements, right? For example, if I were to show you this connection, what do you think would be the connection between these, right? So if you were to look at this connection question, what do you think would be the answer? Right? So I'm just waiting for all of you to answer. Think about it. So what do you think would be the connection if you were to see all of these? Oh, nice. I have some answers that have come in. I'll just wait for some of you to think through the answer. Right. So can I request Annette Alex to give out this answer, please? Annette Alex?
Moon.
Annette, go, and why did you think of the moon, and what made you, guess that answer?
The first picture was moonwalk, and then Monday, a satellite.
The satellite. Do you know what satellite that is?
Oh no.
Okay, and that mineral is called amalcolite. Does that ring a bell? Like why this would connect to the moon? If I were to ask you, who are the first people to step on the moon? Just getting you unmuted. Yeah. Okay, just give us a second. We are unmuting Annette. Okay, Annette, go on.
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. So if you notice, that mineral is named after the 3 people who were part of the Apollo mission. So Armstrong comes Amal, Al is Aldrin, and Collins. So that's named after the 3 people who went to the moon, and that mineral was taken from the moon. Do you know which scientist we have shown you in the image there? Famous Indian scientist, in many ways, the person who pioneered the ISRO program in India. Just getting you unmuted.
I don't know which scientist is it.
Okay, no problem. That is Vikram Sarabhai, after which the Vikram moon lander was named after. That is the Chandrayaan mission. And interestingly, Monday is named after the moon, which is Moon Day or Monday. And this is, of course, Michael Jackson's iconic moonwalk. And his autobiography was also called Moonwalk. And that's the answer we were looking for. So here you can see how we've, from science to literature to pop culture, and you try to look at ideas within multidisciplinary approach, right? So that's how the round will be. And a great answer there from Annette, getting this answer absolutely right. Well done. This is the moon, and that's the kind of questions you will see in this round. right? So moon is a very good answer there. So that's our connection round. All of you, get ready. Your next question on the connection round coming up on the screen now. Let's begin. Here it is. What connects all of these? Right? If I were to give you a clue, it'll be 4 letters. If I were to give you a clue, I'm looking for a 4-letter clue. Okay, quick answers that are coming in. I'm just waiting for, because of the number of answers that are coming in the right track, but I'll allow it to take some time to breathe, and I should be able to, yeah, it's back on track. So I'm just trying to see what is the answer. Oh, nice. So let me invite Sanvi Shetty to give out this answer, please. So can you unmute Sanvi to give out this answer?
The answer is kite.
Sanvi, you want to explain why did you think of kite?
Oh, actually, the Dubai International Blank Festival gave it off, I think. And then I saw Benjamin Franklin with his, invention. So.
Yeah, from where you're calling us from, Sanvi, and which
Abu Dhabi.
grade? Can you just repeat that?
Oh, sorry, Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi, which school and which grade?
I'm in CHS, year 10.
Okay, wonderful answer. And she says Dubai International Dash Festival gave it away. Springtime is when the famous India's kite festivals happen across. And also the Dubai International Kite Festival usually I think happens in January or so in Dubai. That is the kite. So she did connect to the Benjamin Franklin kite experiment about electric conduction that Benjamin Franklin conducted with his child, in fact. So fitting that, families really encourage by, the children by really being part of small scientific experiments in the house. It could be cooking or whatever it may be. Kite, that's the bird kite. Those are the kite strings that we wanted to kind of indicate. Interestingly, Makani is a initiative by Google of producing electricity by kite. So movement of kite in air really creating electricity in many parts of the world and in agriculture especially. So that's the connection we were looking for. And that's a very good answer from Sanvi, getting that answer right. This is kite, and good thinking. Well done. So from kite, we move on to the next question. Just give me a second. Looks like, I'm being stuck on the screen. Just give me a second as I move on to the next question. Yeah, just a second. Looks like because of the number of on the Zoom call, sometimes Zoom takes its time to get used to. Okay, so we are ready with the next question on your screens, all of you. What connects all of these? Think about it. We have a bumblebee. We have a Czechoslovakian word meaning forced labor, and Hindi for, sky and friend, right? So Hindi for sky, looking for, so think about it. What would connect all of these elements? If I were to give you a clue, it's a 5-letter.
Hello everyone. Hi. Looks like there's a small technical difficulty. I'd request all of you to stay put. Hold on. So we're just waiting, reconnecting for the quiz master to join in. Just give us a second.
Sorry, I think I got logged out of the call because of the sheer number of people in the call. Just give me a second. I'm back on the call. So I'm just looking at all the numbers, answers. Okay, so a lot of you answering it in no particular order. Let me invite Yusuf to answer this question, please. Yusuf Salahuddin, just unmuting you. Yusuf, can you repeat the answer, please?
Robot.
Robo, you mean? And you want to explain why you thought of robo?
Because I read it somewhere that the forced labor, like it means robot.
So you read somewhere that forced labor means robo, and
Yes.
And that gave you the answer. But you want to give a crack at this? You know what in Hindi stands for sky and friend? Any guesses? If it's robo, any robo recently that you heard from India?
No.
Any guesses? Okay, no problem. Okay, so let's look at the other one, right? Any other guess that you can see from this, clue where you have a E along with this image? Any guesses there? Okay, no problem. The answer we were looking for was
Sir, the wall photo, it is Wall-E, the movie from the Disney movie.
Wall-E from the Disney Pixar movie Wall-E. That's the right answer. To the left is Sophia, who is the first humanoid robot to have been granted citizenship in Saudi Arabia. That's the Bumblebee from Transformers Robo. And these were the two robos which were the mascots of the Tokyo Olympics. And in Hindi, the two connections was Vyoma Mitra, which is the humanoid robo in Gaganyaan, the mission to the moon. So that's the Gaganyaan, which is the mission to space, the human mission to space, right? So that's the answer from ISRO. That's from ISRO, and that's the answer we were looking for. So very good answer there. Keep it up. Very well done, Yusuf. If you can just tell us where you're calling us from, that'll be great. Which school and where you're calling us from?
I am calling from Abu Dhabi and my school is Abu Dhabi Indian School.
From Abu Dhabi Indian School. And which grade are you in, Yusuf?
I'm in grade 6.
Grade 6. Do you have any favorite robots? Do you like robotics?
Yes.
Yes. Do you have any favorite robots? Or any robo movie that's something which is...
Yeah, like Transformers and all those movies, like they go, there was another show that I forgot the name, but it's like some human and robot connected.
Wonderful. So that's right. So this is robo and humanoid robos is the right answer. Well done. Keep it up. Moving on to the next question. All of you get ready. Here it is. Right. Oh, so since we are talking about robos and, world of fantasy and imagination is a very, very important thing. Albert Einstein many ways said, imagination is more important to all of us, right? Creativity and imagination. So those of you interested in Harry Potter, Percy Jackson, and robos, Amar Chitra Kathas, here we have a very, very interesting workshop with comic books and multiple other elements. It's called World of Fantasy to really unlock your creative potential. This is a workshop, which is a 9-session workshop. And we are running this for UAE families in the spring break for children. And if you're interested, you can actually share on chat, interested for World of Fantasy, WOF. And we will be able to, get in touch with you later. And you can, even get your voucher. You can get your voucher and use that to get the first trial class free, right? So,
Raghav, 1 second. Sorry to cut in. Please rename yourself to Quizmaster Raghav and turn on the video, please.
Oh, okay. Sorry for that. I think I did not realize that I have not, renamed myself. Just give me a second. I'll just get myself renamed as Quizmaster Raghav. Looks like it's become QShala. Just give me a second. Yeah, I'm ready. And you need to share your answers to me. Okay, right. So this is World of Fantasy is the right answer. Next question. World of Fantasy is the workshop that we have for all of you. Next question, all of you, get ready. Here it is. Connect. Think through this. And what is the connection answer for this? Right, so a lot of answers that are coming in, but no particular order. Can I request Arushi to answer this, please?
Vaccination or vaccines.
You want to explain that, Arushi, for us?
I'm sorry, I was muted for a second. So first of all, the Pfizer on the side and the University of Oxford, so the AstraZeneca vaccine for COVID. And the cow is, in Latin, it's vacca, so it's vaccine. And that's actually from what Edward Jenner found when he invented vaccines for smallpox. And the shield is the Covishield vaccine, and the twice and the 28 days is like the double dose for the Pfizer vaccine. And that's the Sputnik probe. So the Sputnik vaccine.
And that's the Sputnik vaccine from Russia. And I should say you've made my job much easier by cracking all the answers. Wonderful. This is a vaccine, and she did get that. The whole origin of vaccine from vacca, which is from cow. Edward Jenner coming out with that for cowpox, and Covishield is what we wanted to represent there, but she was able to get two connections out of that image. Great answering there. Arushi, from where are you calling us from and which school?
I'm in Dubai from Jess.
Wonderful answer there. And if I may ask, have you gotten a vaccine, or you're in the process of getting a vaccine?
No, unfortunately, I haven't been vaccinated yet, but as soon as the UAE makes it available.
Sure, sure. So that's the right answer. And different vaccines that have come out from different companies across the world. We have, Covishield from the Pfizer, AstraZeneca, and Pfizer coming out with their vaccines. And yes, this is the COVID-19 vaccine is the answer we were looking for. Very good working out there from Arushi. And from that, we move on to the next question. All of you, here it is. Next question on your screens, all of you. Right, so what connects all of these elements? So think through your answers. What connects all of? Okay. So we are waiting for answers to flow in. Right. Okay, so nice. So let me, in no particular order, get Arpita Sinha to answer this question, please.
Hello.
Arpita, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, what do you think is the answer?
I think the Burj Khalifa is the answer.
And you want to explain it to us?
This fountain has the last fountain I've seen the Burj near the Burj Khalifa, because I'm staying in Dubai.
Okay, okay.
And it is made by MR, the company, construction company. That is how I can relate.
Behind Burj Khalifa.
Yeah.
Then that's how you were able to crack the answer. Ma'am, are you with your child? Are you? Hello, Arpita, are you? Okay, I think there's some problem there, but she was able to work that answer out. This is Burj Khalifa, and it's a family quiz, so we really want the families to come together and work out the answer. So this is MR, which was behind the construction. Interestingly, that's the foundation. The image to the right is how the foundation of the Burj Khalifa is provided. To the right is the spider lily, the water lily, which inspired the construction or the design of the Burj Khalifa. So that's another example of a building being inspired by nature, because the water lily of that spider water lily is one of the most stablest flowers, so to say. So that inspired the structure. This is the telescopic spire on the top of Burj Khalifa, which actually plays as a electric conduction and so on at the top of the Burj Khalifa. And the water, the recycled water is used in the Dubai water fountain. That's the connection we were looking for. And that's a very good answer there from Arpita there, getting that answer. This is the Burj Khalifa, and well done all of you getting that answer on chat as well. So the last of the questions on the connect round coming up on the screen, all of you, here it is. So think through this, try to work it out by looking at the different elements. Okay, so I'm just looking at the chat for now, trying to see the answers. What would connect all of these? I'm looking for a one-word answer. You have Aryabhatta. You have Kalpana Chawla. You have some more clues to the right. Okay, so some of you getting that answer. So can I request Tasneem to answer this question? So can we request Tasneem to be unmuted, please? Tasneem.
Satellite.
You say satellite. Tasneem, where are you calling us from? Which grade are you? And tell us, why do you think of satellite?
I'm from Sharjah and International Indian School, grade 2G.
Grade 2G, wonderful. You're in grade 2 and you've answered this question. And tell us what made you think of satellite.
Eagle's eye.
Falcon Eye is a satellite. Aryabhatta was the first satellite that was sent to space from India. Apple is also another satellite from India. We have Kalifsat, which is one of the first satellites from the UAE Space Agency. And then Kalpana 1 is a satellite being sent by ISRO, right? That's the answer we were looking for. And that's a very, very cute answer there from Tasneem from grade 2. And the whole family getting that answer right. Wonderful. So this is satellites. And that's the connection we were looking for. So good going there. And what is heartening for all of us is in the photo, at least I can see so many of you joining in as a family and giving a shot at the quiz. That's very heartening for us to see, right? So this is satellites. And with that, we have come to the end of the first two rounds. Let's take a breather. So many times children at grades 8 and above are confused on thinking of what stream to choose. So many times if they are interested in problem solving, logical thinking, and working with computers is your, if that gives you a moment of flow, then we have this wonderful workshop called the technology track, which is a 9-session workshop where we talk about Python, and mostly you build. You learn problem solving through building algorithms and also build an app at the end of the workshop. So if you're interested in the technology track, you can just share on chat technology interested and give your contact details, and we will get in touch with you, right? So this is, and we also, there is a module on cyber security for children. Today, children are online. Many times it's very important them to be aware of what is happening in the cyber security sense. What are the do's and don'ts of conducting yourself online? So that's part of the workshop. So it'd be great to have you as part of this workshop. If you're interested, just type in technology and interested, and we will get in touch with you. So with that, want to know more, the family quiz that we have on Sunday is something we would urge you all to be part of. It happens every Sunday. We have participants from across the world joining. You can log in from QShala.com family quizzes section, and we have similar quizzes happening and exciting prizes every week. Every workshop today, you have a voucher of 40 dirhams, and you can redeem it on any of our workshop. All our 9-session workshop is priced at 360 dirhams. And you have an additional discount of 20 dirhams if you register for the program today in the next 24 hours, and you're getting it for 300 dirhams. We would urge you to try the trial class. You love it, and if you like it, you can continue. So that's part of what we have on offer today. And all participants get a certificate. My request is, because you have logged in different names, for the purpose of getting the certificate in the name of the child, if you can, we'll share a link. If you can just give us the name exactly the way you want it on the certificate and share your email ID, we will ensure that the certificate is sent over to you. All the prizes will be processed in the next 1 week, and we'll ensure that we get in touch with you, collect your address, and share the prizes. The last round of the quiz is the Kahoot round. We'll have 10 questions. Top 5 from there will get 25, 20, 15, 10, and 5 points. Right? The winner of Kahoot is not the winner of the quiz, but it'll be calculated for the overall score. So look forward to quizzing you on Kahoot. So all on Kahoot. So what we would urge you all to do is, just for a better user experience, have 2 devices. If you have it in 2 devices, one device, you can just go to www.kahoot.it, and I'm going to share a game pin on the Kahoot screen. So just log in on the Kahoot screen, ensure you have 2 devices for the same, right? And that will be what will happen. So here is your Kahoot pin, 2970387. 2970387 is the Kahoot pin. And we urge all of you to go to Kahoot. And I will share the game pin on chat as well. We'll get the team to share it. And I will also share a couple of this one. So every question will come up on the screen, and you need to share your answers by clicking on any of the objects there. That will be the 4 options in the quiz, right? So that will be how the quiz will run. So here it is. And before we jump into the Kahoot round, I'm going to stop share. It'll be great if you can just switch on your videos for a second and we can take a photo. That'll be great for all of you. We'll share the game pin. If you can share a thumbs up from all the families, that'll be great to take a photo. Just give us a second as we take photos from all of you. Hope you're having a fun, enjoyable experience and learning something new today, right? Thank you all for joining in, right? So this is great to see. So just give us a second. So because of multiple screens, we want to ensure that we capture as many photos as possible. We'll share this photo on social media and on mail as well. Right? Thank you so much for joining in. So the Kahoot, I can see all of you joining in. I'll share the Kahoot screen right away for the benefit of everyone. Just give me a second as I tune into the Kahoot round. Okay, we have over 165 of you who have joined in. So just give me a second as I get all of you on Kahoot. Okay, so here is all of you joining in. Please join in with a similar name as you have kept in your call. If you have changed your name, just put it on chat so that we know that we can get back to you. Over 276 of you have logged in. I'm just waiting for some of you to join in as well. By the way, we also conduct family quizzes to corporates. If you're interested in conducting such a quiz for corporates, do let us know. We've conducted in, from Cisco to HUL to Wipro to many other corporates from across the world, and they've loved it, from Accenture to many other corporates. So as parents, if you think that you want such a family quiz for your company, feel free to let us know and we will get in touch with you. Over 415, whoa. So we're waiting for all of you to log in, about 100 more to log in, and we'll be ready to roll. We look forward to conducting our trial session for many of you, from World of Fantasy to the technology track. And at this time, I would like to also extend my heartfelt thank you to the Science India Forum for really enabling this space, for bringing families together, for engaging on a topic such as Indian science, really get everybody together. And STEM Clouds, we have Kanan, who's also been in the midst and ensuring the bedrock of support for ensuring this quiz goes through. So thank you all. And we are ready. And I think I will start the quiz right away. 515. So I'll just wait for some more time for all of you to log in. As I mentioned, the prizes and all the details of the top winners we will share with you at the by tomorrow. We'll take some time to tabulate all your scores and share it to all of you. 527 have logged in. Okay, so here it is. And we would, if you're liking the quiz, you can share your feedback on the chat window, and that'll go a long way for us to improve the experience. And if you've loved the quiz, we would also, our content team would be very happy to hear from you as well. Right? Okay, 533 of you have logged in. I will start the quiz right now. You can join in during the midst of the quiz as we hit about 540. Okay, so we are hit 540. I'll start the quiz. All the best, all of you. The last round in Kahoot. The winner of the Kahoot round goes home with 25 points. And that's like a huge, this one. I think I'll wait till about 550 because, okay, 549, 550, we are there. Here is the start. The first of our questions coming up, 3, 2, 1. The International Astronomical Union discovered a new star in 2019 named what? After a cultural capital of UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Sharjah, or Ajman? So which city gave its name to a new star in the year 2019? $213 of you got that right. This is Sharjah, the cultural capital of UAE. That's the answer we were looking for. And interestingly, a star is named after Sharjah. So that's the answer. So we have about Rupesh, who's taken up the lead, followed by Shonali, Mohammad, Shia, and Madhav. Your next question. Indian origin scientist Swati Mohan and was in the news for her perseverance in achieving what feat? So she was in the news for recently, Indian origin scientist Swati Mohan for her perseverance in achieving what? Nomination for the Nobel Prize in Physics, creation of the coronavirus vaccine, landing of NASA's Mars rover, or the Veer Chakra awardee. Mrs. Swati Mohan, Indian origin scientist, was in the news recently for the landing of the NASA's Mars rover Perseverance. So that was the clue we were looking there. 304 of you getting that right. So the Indian contribution to the Mars mission of NASA there. So Rupesh, is being a little dislodged by Aparajita, who's taken up the lead, followed by Srijana, Siddharth, Akshita, Madhav, Manoj in the top 5. Kavya Mehta is up 142 places, is the highest climber. So interestingly poised. Your next question. Sushruta, the ancient Indian physician who wrote the Sushruta Samhita, is regarded as the father of what? Neurology, plastic surgery, ophthalmology, or oncology? Sushruta, the famous Indian physician, is to have written the treatise Sushruta Samhita, where he talks about one particular field of study. Is it neurology, plastic surgery, ophthalmology, oncology? And the right answer was plastic surgery. And here Sushruta talks of many ways in which you could change your skin and so on. So that is Sushruta Samhita is plastic surgery, the father of plastic surgery. 337 of you getting that right. Looks like Srijana has now taken a slim lead of 5 points over Aparajita, followed by Madhav, Manoj, Akshita, and Siddharth. We have Rahul, who is the highest climber. Looks very, very interesting now. The next question, the third question of the Kahoot round. To To tackle water shortage in the country, the UAE uses which technique that produces rain? Interestingly, this particular methodology was used in many parts of India. Is it by creating man-made lakes? Is it by cloud seeding? Is it by desalination of seawater or planting of trees? So think about it. To tackle water shortage in the country, UAE uses which technique, which famously was used in different parts of India? This is cloud seeding, and over 500 of you getting that right. So this is cloud seeding, and they use usually silver chloride and many other such chemicals which attracts water droplets. Cloud seeding is what we're looking for. Good answer there. Looks like the only shift in the leaderboard is between Madhav and Aparajita. Srijana keeps the lead, followed by Akshita and Siddharth. 79 players have just hit an answer streak of getting 3 answers in a row. Next question. So Kahoot is it's a game of speed. This image was released by Mohammed bin Rashid Space Center. Which revered place is shown here? Is it the Sheikh Zayed Mosque? Is it Mecca? Is it the Blue Mosque? Is it the Hagia Sophia? Right? So again, this is an image by a satellite image of a particular place. Which place are we talking about? There are clues in the question. And if you look closely enough, you should get this answer right. This is Mecca. This is Mecca, and over 232 of you getting that and tracking that answer superbly well, right? So we have Aparajita now, who's taken up the lead, and with a slim margin from Srijana, followed by Madhav, Siddharth, and Krish in the top 5. Your next question on your screens. Venki Ramakrishnan, an Indian origin scientist, won the Nobel Prize for studies on the structure and the function of what? Ribosome, cell membrane, DNA, or mitochondria. So Venki Ramakrishnan is one among Indian origin Nobel Prize winners. Which particular organelle, so to say, was Venki Ramakrishnan's contribution in terms of the structure of it and so on? The right answer is ribosome, the protein manufacturing, this one of our cell, ribosome. 131 of them getting that right. So this is ribosome, the structure. So ribosome in our cell, that is Venki Ramakrishnan's contribution. We have Srijana, who's now taken up the lead. So it's almost like a cat and mouse game between Srijana and Aparajita in the Kahoot round. We have Siddharth V and Madhav and Krish in the top 5 as well. Next of your questions coming up on your screen. During the IPL, or the Indian Premier League 2020 in the UAE, players were isolated in what environment to minimize the spread of COVID? Was it greenhouse? Is it mask uniforms? Was it bio bubble or vaccination? Right, so we know that many of you would have heard this particular word when many of them came, and when the many cricket teams came and landed, they were in quarantine for some time. There was a word that was used for it. The right answer is biobubble. So which is you have that hand-stringed IoT device where if you move away from an area that beeps, and you might also be charged and so on. So that's the biobubble is the answer we were looking for. 358 of you getting that right. Well done, all of you. And Aparajita takes the lead now, followed by Siddhartha, Srijana, Krishan, Abid in the top 5. Your next question on your screens, all of you. India, in collaboration with other countries, is trying to create a miniature version of what? To tap into fusion energy. This particular project is being spearheaded by China and many other countries, and India is a major contributor to creating something which is an artificial form of a volcano, moon, tornado, or sun, harnessing fusion energy. Think about it and work this answer out. And the right answer is the sun. So interestingly, the mission is to really create an artificial sun by creating fusion, nuclear fusion to that extent where you can actually see the energy of the sun being created. So this is artificial sun is what we were looking for. And we have Aparajita taking the lead, followed by Siddharth. Abid has taken up a lead, followed by Tirtha and Kavya in the top 5. I think we are almost nearing the end of the quiz. The last of the questions coming up. And here it is, our 9th question. The painting by Ahud Abdullah Al-Maki entered the Guinness Book of World Record for the largest of its kind, largest painting of its kind. It is made of what? A clue for all of you. There are 2 types of it in the world, and one is called Arabica and the other one is called Robusta. Are we talking about charcoal? Are we talking about cocoa? Are we talking about coffee? Are we talking about Coca-Cola? Which of the following was used in making this painting in honor of the rulers who were the founders of the states of Saudi Arabia and UAE? This is 345, you cracking that. This is coffee. This is one of the largest paintings in coffee, and that is the question that we had for you. That's holds a Guinness Book of World Record as well. So 345 of you getting that right. So we have Siddharth V, who's taken up the lead, followed by Abide, Tirtha, Kavya, and Aparajita in the top 5. The last question of the quiz coming up. And before we bring in, thank you all for joining in, and take a moment. If you like the quiz, it'll be great to hear from you on social media. You can go and rate us on our QShala website or on our QShala Facebook page or on chat. If you can send us a testimonial, that'll be great. Hearty thanks for the Science India Forum for really encouraging such an activity for families to come together, and STEM Clouds for supporting us and partnering with this event. The last of our questions on your screens. National Science Day is celebrated in India in remembrance of the discovery of scattering of light by which famous scientist? Are we talking about Srinivasa Ramanujan? Are we talking about Aryabhatta? Are we talking about Homi Jahangir Baba? Are we talking about Dr. C.V. Raman? So which of the famous scientists was behind the scattering of light experiment, which led to a very important deduction as to why the sky is blue? And that is Dr. C.V. Raman, and he discovered that on February 28th, and that is why February 28th is celebrated as the National Science Day across India and the world. So that's the answer we were looking for, and a cracker of 339 getting that right. So all of you who have logged in, it will be great if you can just get a feedback question. One feedback question is just how many of you would be interested in even trying out a trial workshop of QShala? That'll give us an indication. We would love for you. We are thinking of conducting some of our workshops in the spring break for children so that it does not affect during exams. But spring break, they get enough time to really be part of it, and it will help us to get in touch with you. If you're interested of any form, please put it on chat. Thank you all for that. And with that, we've come to who the winners of our Kahoot round is. Just note, Abid A in 3rd place, getting 10 on 10. We have Tirtha VP on 10 on 10 on 2nd place. And winning the Kahoot round is Siddharth V. And looks like Kavya and Aparajita in the 4th and 5th place. So all of you will get 25, 20, 15, 10, 5 points, and that'll be calculated to the overall leaderboard. We will share the scores of all of it by email with the leaderboard and the prizes, etc. So thank you so much for joining in for an edition of our India Science Forum, presenting to you this quiz for all families. Hope you enjoyed the quiz. Thank you all. We will if you're interested in any of our workshops, or if you have any feedback about the quiz, we would love to hear you. You can share it on chat. Again, from QShala, from India Science Forum, a hearty thanks for Dr. Satish ji, Abgaji, Subhash ji for enabling this, and STEM Clouds for partnering with us. Hope you had a great time. Hope you learned something new. We will keep the prompt open for the next 5 minutes or so. If you have any questions or if you have any feedback for the quiz, we would love to hear from you. And if you want to conduct such a quiz to your school, your community, we would love to conduct it as well. Thank you all. Happy evening. We are a Bangalore-based company, so from Bangalore, wishing you a safe evening. Right? Thank you all, and I'll just keep my chat open if you have any feedback. We would love to hear some testimonials, and if you like the quiz, it'll go a long way in encouraging an edtech startup like us by sharing it on your social media handles about your experience in the quiz. We will share some images, and all of you logging in on YouTube Live, thank you for joining in from across. It's so nice to see that so many of you have enjoyed the quiz. Thank you. If you click on that certificate, one information, please, kindly give in your name on the certificate. And as you click on the certificate, you will get the details of the workshop also. By clicking the submit button, you'll get details of the workshop. If you're interested in knowing more about it, etc., just share it on chat and we will get in touch with you, right? Right, so thank you all. Because there's so many messages, I'm not in a position to read out everybody, but thank you all, right? And we are so heartened to see that many of you enjoyed the quiz. Thank you. And we will ensure, please fill up the certificate information because or else we can only go by the registration names. It'll be great if you can take a moment. Just another word for all of you, the workshop, 9-session workshop on public speaking, technology track, all of it is 9 sessions. You can choose one of these. We are offering it it's 360 dirhams. You have a 40 dirham voucher. And if you register in the next 24 hours, you will get a 20 dirham discount as well for 300 dirhams. So some of you have been chatting and asking me for prices, and that's the reason. Yeah, thank you all. Cheers. Hope you have enjoyed the quiz, and we look forward to quizzing all of you in another edition with the India Science Forum. Cheers. Take care. Bye from Bangalore and Team QShala.